What is up guys, this is Shady Tech and today I'm going to do battery drain test of two 120Hz refresh rate phone, which is POCO X3 and Samsung Note 20 Ultra. First of all, bear in mind that both of these phones have pretty different spec sheets. The only reason I'm doing this test because of the 120Hz. I want to see how much can both of them withstand with the test that I'm going to do. So anyway, let's see how much POCO X3 can save battery compared to Note 20 Ultra. Right, so for the first test I'm doing is PUBG for 1 hour. And for the first 30 minutes you can see that POCO dropped actually a little bit more by 1% than Note 20 Ultra. One is at 90% and Note 20 Ultra is still at 91%. And this is pretty much the only point that Note 20 Ultra actually dropped the battery a little bit less than POCO X3. Because after 1 hour PUBG, POCO X3 is at 84% and Note 20 Ultra is at 83%. We don't see much of a difference in battery drainage here, just at another 1% difference. The next test is TikTok for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes of TikTok, you can see that POCO X3 dropped to 77% and Note 20 Ultra is at 75%. Still not much of the difference. And then gaming for another hour with Call of Duty Mobile. This is pretty interesting because Note 20 Ultra actually drained a lot of battery for playing this game. Because just for the first 30 minutes of Call of Duty, Note 20 Ultra dropped all the way to 65%. That's about 10% difference. And compared to POCO X3, still have 71%. So POCO X3 just dropped about 6% of 30 minutes of Call of Duty. But after 1 hour of Call of Duty, POCO X3 dropped to 65% and Note 20 Ultra dropped to 57%. So there's about 8% difference just by playing Call of Duty for 1 hour here. And then I'm moving on with Instagram for another 30 minutes. And of course, Instagram doesn't drain a lot of battery because after 30 minutes, you can see that POCO still have 61% and Note 20 still have 52%. Each about 4 to 5% of droppage of Instagram for 30 minutes. And then I'm doing another hour of gaming, and this time is Showdown Legend. Of course, Showdown Legend is also quite heavy on the graphic and also it's an online game, so it'll be interesting to see how much drainage done to both of the phones here. After the first 30 minutes, so you can see that POCO X3 dropped 10% for the first 30 minutes of playing this game. And so is Note 20 Ultra also dropped by 10% of the first 30 minutes of playing Showdown. And after a full hour of Showdown Legend, POCO X3 only have 40% left, whereas Note 20 save a little bit battery. At this point, it's at 33%. And just to cool down the battery a little bit, I'm doing YouTube. And of course, usually playing media file doesn't drain a lot of batteries, as you can see that after 30 minutes of YouTube, POCO X3 only drop about 3%. Note 20 Ultra actually dropped about 6% of 30 minutes of YouTube here, because it's watching at higher resolution obviously. And after that I'm doing an emulator game, and the emulator I'm test is Dolphin, which is playing Wii games. And for that 30 minutes, POCO X3 only dropped about 7% of this battery and it's at 30% now, whereas Note 20 Ultra dropped another 10% of this battery and it's at 17% only at this point. So after 5 hours, you can see that both of them did pretty well, and POCO of course way ahead at this point, about 30% more battery than Note 20 Ultra. And then I'm moving on with video recording at 4K at 30 FPS, cause that's the highest video recording format that POCO X3 can go. Right, so at about 5 hours 24 minutes mark, you can see that Note 20 Ultra finally give up. And at this point, POCO X3 still have about 20% left. As you can see here, POCO X3 actually still have 20%. If you put that in our perspective, 20% can last about 1 to 2 hours of screen on time. And after 5 hours and 30 minutes, POCO X3 still have 18%. And then from here on, I just wanna kill off the battery on POCO X3 completely. So the last test I'm doing is a battery drain. Actually, I want to do battery drain test for 1 hour straight. For the first 30 minutes of battery drain test, you can see that POCO still have about 9%. And the last half an hour all the way to 6 hours 31 minutes, POCO X3 finally gave in. So yeah, as you can see here, POCO X3 definitely does much better than Note 20 Ultra with 120 Hz. And of course, this battery test isn't going to be a fair comparison in whatsoever way, but just to have you guys an idea how much POCO X3 can save with its 120 Hz compared to Note 20 Ultra with adaptive 120 Hz. And this is Shady Tech. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you soon.